we are finally here for Sahiti's exhibition. I'm her roommate Ria, in case you all don't know me. So, are you all ready to see what Ms. Bonam has to show you guys? Hi!
Hello.
I'm so proud of you, Sahiti.
Thank you.
Guys, this is called actually, making a plan and following through it, because a lot of people make a lot of plans but they don't follow through it. And this bitch has done it. So,
Alright.
first, because everyone is very much interested in food, we're just going to quickly show you guys what we have here today. So, we have cheese and crackers, we have tater tots, we have tortilla chips, sorry.
Yeah.
And then we have a very pretty fruit bowl.
Curated by Ria.
Okay, thank you. And then we have salsa, and then we also have this other cool dip, whatever. And then we have wine and then juice, like for people who don't want to drink. So yes. So Sahiti, so the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna go through every piece, and then I'm gonna ask her certain questions, and then she's gonna answer us. Hey Sebastian, we love you. Hi Jaldi. Hi.
Alright.
Okay.
So first, thank you everyone for taking time and looking at this live stream. This is especially for those who can't make it, who are not in Philadelphia or even in another country. I really appreciate your support and just saying you love my works, and that really just drives me. So I guess we can begin. With
Okay. Yes, Sebastian, we're waiting for you. One of your friend, Pokarna.
Oh yeah, Priyanshi.
Okay, cool. She says hi. She has. Okay, so guys, this is the first piece. I just want to show you guys. Sorry for the reflection. And so for each piece,
Glossy paper.
yeah, there's a title and date and what medium she's used and the program. So Sahiti's going to talk a little bit about this piece.
Alright, so this piece has been composed on a 20 by 30 inch layout. And also, notes, whatever numbers you see next to the artworks, these are available for sale. You can send me your email, message me if you're interested. There's also a form down here for anyone who wants to buy something or have it a little bit more customized. Just put in the number you're interested in. Alright, back to the piece. So, this piece is called Fierce, and a lot of my works go around Indian cultural ideas and customs and kind of combating them if they're patriarchal in a way. But I also use the aesthetic and artistic styles as well. So this piece here is just a goddess of my own creation, and it is inspired by the Ajanta and Ellora caves paintings in Maharashtra. So mostly it's seen in the eyes, the eyebrows, the ears, the nose, and the lips. And I have made her look in a very strong, fierce stance, kind of looking down at you, probably at the verge of speaking. So this is the piece.
Yay!
Also, Ria, make sure you cut me in if I'm using any jargon or if you think anyone is not going to understand what I say, so I can explain.
Got it.
More into depth.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
want to be that person who will expect everyone will know everything. That's not possible.
Awesome.
All right. Any questions?
Hi Saloni, thank you for watching. We love you.
Any questions?
I think you explained it really well.
Okay, cool.
So let's go to the next one. All my Bollywood people here. Ye Kali Kali Aakhe. So yeah, Sahiti, can you explain a little bit about this one?
So this medium is screen printing. Screen printing is a printmaking technique. It's one of the latest printmaking techniques, even though it's from the 1900s, but that's the latest one that's been developed. It was originally used for mass production of propaganda posters during World War, etc. So it can be made in hundreds and 200 copies. And we use the term editions for the number of copies made. So this piece here is called Lost in Translation. A little bit weird to think about it at first, but it's actually a commentary of translating Hindi lyrics into English words. So ye kali kali aankhein means these deep black eyes. It's a famous from a famous 90s Bollywood movie called Bazigar. I've used a typography that is similar to the Bazigar poster font. And so the concept behind this is that repetition in Hindi has a different purpose. It is used in adjectives to emphasize on the word to give it more depth. But when you do it in English, these black eyes, it kind of sounds weird. It doesn't make sense. It's not, I guess, grammatically or syntax-wise correct. So it's just a piece about translation and how ways of thinking and world perceptions are translated in languages. All right. Any questions about this?
I think you're explaining. You're doing a good job. And thank you so much for all the love, guys. Saloni, thank you so much for all the compliments. Thank you.
Also, right. So I have two editions over here because there is slight variation in these two prints. So if we go a little closer here, let's go to the eyes. If you see closely, I don't know if it's visible in the camera, but there is black and blue tone in it. And I've used this technique called blend roll because when I print, I put two inks and it kind of makes a gradient and merges together. But you only will get that tone one print at a time because over time it'll become more murky and like a mixed color. So this one has like the black and blue mixture. And over here, there's the same technique, but with like the eyelids, I've used pink and red to do the blend roll.
Very cool. Very cool. And guys, just to let you all know, like all of this might just look like, oh, this is cool, like this looks pretty and all, but trust me, it's a lot of effort. I see her like going to the studio or like, doing all the work. It's a lot of physical work too. Like it's not just like, you just like, I don't know. People have like a very weird concept of how artists work, but it's really hard.
Thank you for the public service announcement.
Okay.
All right.
This is like one of my pieces that I really like because it's really fun. It's really chilled out. It's very like youth content, so it's cool.
All right. So some of my pieces here in the exhibition, I have used prompts by Adobe. So Adobe has this program, I guess, called Project 1324. So they'll have like competitions which have like, they'll give prompts out. So this prompt was actually create a fake band poster. So I have made a band called the Jhumkis. For anyone who does not know what a Jhumki is, it is like an Indian dangling earring. So like reflected over here. It looks very pretty. I love wearing Jhumkis if I get the chance. And and this technique, so I made the illustration over the summer and I was originally going to print it out on cardstock. But with my printmaking class this semester, we actually had a workshop for risograph, which is another printmaking technique, but more, I guess, technological. It uses a printer, but the way the printer works is different.
Okay.
It was made by a Japanese man who had the printer company called Riso. It didn't really fly off well with like corporations, but it goes really well with like nonprofits, churches and all to create their own mass production of flyers and etc. So
awesome.
This is what I made so I used that opportunity, used my illustration and decided to make 20 copies of risograph posters.
Awesome. So we're just gonna just take a quick look again. So this was the first piece, then we moved to the second one, and then there's the third one, and I'm gonna show you guys the food again because yeah, it looks really pretty. Hey Richa, hi, and all Sahiti's friends in case I don't know. Hey Kajal, thank you so much for watching. Let me say. Okay guys, and before we move on, there's just another thing called artist statement. Can you explain a little bit what this is?
So an artist statement is basically to explain your process of working and also I guess the concepts and the themes you commonly use. So we're supposed to keep in mind that not everyone is going to understand the concept of your art pieces, so that's why we have labels, that's why we have artist statements to give more context to what we create. So this artist statement just gives an idea of like what I like to work towards, what themes I use. So I guess to give a little background or like brief up, concise my artist statement, I use culturally artistic styles because of my fascination with Indian history and mythology. I tend to think I'm a mentor of myself. It's a little bit hard at art school to find someone who knows about, I guess, Eastern styles of art. It's mostly all Western, so...
Sorry to interrupt. I think one of your friends is your Colin.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa, do you mind checking? Okay.
So, yeah, it's a little bit hard to have, like, someone to mentor me and criticize and critique me for the styles I use and the concepts that I use. And I'm Telugu, so I also use Telugu artistic styles. One is kalamkari, so that will be portrayed in
Awesome.
other works. And
Yeah.
my themes that I usually use are about feminism, rape culture, caste system, and much more. And
We have one of Sahiti's friends.
this is Colin, my visual studies classmate freshman year. So I try to make my works interdisciplinary. The mediums I like to use is like graphic design, digital art, printmaking, and animation video, which comes later on.
Okay, so the next piece we're gonna see is this one. And now this one, guys, I love this piece because, okay, so a lot of people over here, the way they say namaste, like I think they don't quite understand how to use it. And they'll, you see tapestries and you see all these Tumblr-ish mugs and like stuff like that where people say namaste or like namaste the fuck away or like, namaste in bed, like things like that. And like that genuinely doesn't mean how we use namaste, sorry. So yep, this was one of, I'm sorry, I'm like totally taking over and explaining you guys what this means, but like, yeah, she's just trying to say like this is not your hipster word, like don't think you're cool, like chai latte, like things like that.
Yeah.
So
and also just based on commodification of like a lot of manufacturers use a lot of cultural symbols and artistic styles, and people who buy them don't even know where these styles come from, and they just use these words without like knowing the real context of it and how it's used culturally, and it really itches me and kind of like gives me slight irritation. I'm just like, ugh. So yeah.
So the next piece is a very cute, heartfelt piece for all Sahiti's Oak Ridge classmates / Hyderabad people. I don't know why I said classmates, but okay.
Yeah, Oak Ridge classmates. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of a little bit of an older piece of mine. I made it last semester in my illustration class, and the prompt was to create a postcard. So I did a postcard on Hyderabad, and it's called Hyderabad, the City of Pearls, because Hyderabad is known for pearls. And so in the imagery of this, I've created a lady who's wearing pearl jewelry. So yeah, I guess that's
cute.
all there is.
Now, guys, this piece is just my favorite. The next one that I'm going to show you all. Hi, Tanu. Thank you for watching. So this one, sorry Sahiti, I'm gonna steal your thunder for a second. This is called Goddesses on the Loose. Firstly, just look at these goddesses, guys. Like they're so cute and pretty and like just really attractive. And like this is like basically Sahiti's take on what a goddess is. And they're like lurking around the city. Like this is like one of the buildings in Philly, and like the goddess is just like chilling over there. And like the other one is really cute. There's a graffiti wall, and like this goddess is just peeping and her shadow. And yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get Sahiti, like, because everyone's kind of coming in now, so I'm gonna just grab her quick. Come here. I kind of gave a gist,
Okay.
but
So
you can explain.
This is also another prompt from Adobe, and it was created to your own Sahiti character. So it started off with this smaller one, the pink goddess, and I made that with that prompt of sidekick, of like, making a sidekick. And then from there, I kind of expanded more, made her, I don't know, twin counterpart. It's open for
Interpretation.
So, yeah, and I don't know if Rhea explained, but the sceneries that these goddesses are in are based in Philadelphia, pictures that I have taken. So this is Center City, and this is...
Just look at her eyes, guys, like, wow.
And, and this is Graffiti Pier. So this is a little bit, the eyes especially are more inspired by Madhubani, which is another Indian artistic style.
Madhubani.
Madhubani.
What's Madhubani? I know Madhubani, I've heard of it, but like
Yeah,
what?
it's used a lot in like textiles, even paintings.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like these things are like slowly being revived in terms of like textile and fashion. So yeah, it can be done in block, it can be done like painted.
Yay!
Yes.
Ooh, the next one's also like really pretty. Matsya.
Alright, so this was also another assignment of mine, and it is an animal lettering assignment. Of course, as usual, like most of my artworks, I'm going to make it a little bit more Indian. So this is Matsya, and Matsya with the idea of the avatar, Matsya. So Vishnu's first 3 avatars were...
1 second. Who is Vishnu?
Vishnu is a Hindu god who is to be the protector. He's one of the main 3 guys.
Okay. And what's Avatar?
So Avatar is a reincarnation of a deity or celestial being.
Cute.
So yeah, he's
Cute!
so his avatars are called Das Avatar, which means 10 avatars.
Okay.
Alright, so this Matsya. So Matsya is the first avatar of Vishnu.
So basically, guys, she means like this is Vishnu's like first reincarnation?
Yes.
Okay. And is it like supposed to be like a fish?
Yeah, Matsya means fish in Sanskrit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's the like the idea behind it. Again, over here, I've used Madhubani style of illustration.
You guys, you can also see it's in like in a shape of a fish. It's the tail, it's the head.
Yeah, so the way I shaped it is like the M is like the fish head,
And then we have the A, T,
yeah.
S, Y, A. Cool.
The A is like the tail, so
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, do you want to go to the next one?
Yes.
There's like a lot of, oh, by the way, Sahiti, like, I don't know why I thought of this, but Sahiti does a lot of like community art stuff. I just wanted to put it out there because like a lot of her work is related to like social issues of all the like shit that's happening in today's society and how we like to push things under the rug.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't. So that's where people like Sahiti come in who like kind of make us realize about everything that's going on, and it's at such a micro level that you won't even realize. So this is very beautiful. I love the use of primary colors, and Sahiti is going to explain us what this is.
Alright, so this is another series I've created over the summer. It started out with this specific illustration here, was originally a screen print from last fall, and then this summer I evolved it into a series and made this into a digital printed out version instead of screen prints. So this is about women characters in Hindu mythology and the issues and societal pressures that they have faced. Not even pressures, injustices. Over here in this, I gave this a really big description because I wanted to give like a background of each character and what they had faced. And these are from stories like the Mahabharata and Ramayana, which are supposed to be very important in Hindu society. But the problem is these incidents have been glorified and they're also kept as standards for women today. Like it's normalized to a certain extent. Alright, so the first one is about this celestial being called Ahalya. So she was married to a sage, and there was this god called Indra. So he's like the Hindu version of Zeus, like literally, like the behavior-wise, them being womanizers, it's exactly the same thing. So basically, Indra was lusting for Ahalya, and he decided to disguise himself as Gautam,
Who is her husband?
and he told her like, okay, I'm home, I want to have sex and everything, and she was just doing her wifely duties and slept with him. And then later on, when Gautama came, he was very mad, but he wasn't just mad at Indra, he punished Ahalya as well. And this is an example of victimization. And he cursed her to be turned into stone for hundreds and hundreds of years until one of Vishnu's incarnations, Lord Rama, frees her from the spell. Alright, so the next one is called Stories Like Sita's Still Happen Today. So Sita was also under a lot of societal judgment. So to give like a gist of it, she is married to Lord Rama, and so she's his wife. And they're on exile, and while on exile, this king called Ravana abducted her because he was obsessed with her. But eventually, that's a whole other
Stalker much.
So what the Ramayana is about is, a lot of it is about is Rama saving Sita. But twice she was told to do a test of piousness to make sure that she did not sleep with Ravana and was still a good wife. So she did that once after she was saved from Ravana and she did the test. And then the second time was she was sent by exile by Rama, actually, when she was pregnant with his kids, because people in society were like, how can Rama like accept his wife when she was away? So when she came back after having like preteen sons, they were like, okay, you still have to do this. And she was like, no, fuck that. I'm going back to my mother, who is Mother Earth, and she goes back into Mother Earth.
So it's basically like she's kind of going back into Mother, like she kind of just like buries herself inside. Yes.
Like
So basically, like always, the woman's modesty is questioned, and like, we see that all the time.
Alright, so Mandodari is actually Ravana's wife. This is a little bit more simple. So this is just her grieving for Ravana because he's lusting and obsessed with.
Tell Lisa to call him. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Lisa, Georges is here. Sorry. So that's just like, her being the side lady right now, and she's just really sad because she's not getting the attention she should. And this one is actually very traumatic. Content warning.
That's really cool.
This is content warning because this is sexual assault and harassment. So Draupadi is, long story short, she was gambled by her husband with his cousins, and he gambled his brothers, he gambled his titles, he gambled his wealth, everything, and she was the last person to be gambled, and he lost her in a game of dice. And so one of the villains of the Mahabharata, this is where the story comes from, the Mahabharata, he's like undressed her in front of court. So another of his brothers kind of like started undressing her, pulling her sari, just pulling her sari. So in front of the whole male court. So what she does is she prays to her friend Lord Krishna, who is also an incarnation of Vishnu, and Krishna gives her infinite amount of a sari cloth. So ultimately, the man who is pulling on her sari just gets tired and falls down. So this still happens. You have insults of people, undressing women without their consent and like doing it as public humiliation. And this is a huge, important story that is out there.
Very nice, Sahiti. Very beautiful. So just once again, just gonna show you. So these are all the important women in Hindu mythologies who whose stories basically still exist today, and pretty much nothing has changed. We just talk about it more, but okay.
This is on a much lighter note.
This is like chilled out. This is just like kind of Netflix and chill.
So in Telugu culture, there is a prominent Telugu artist, illustrator. His name is Bapu. I have tried to work with his style in high school. That didn't work out. So I did it again last semester. And I recreated one of his pieces, and the assignment title was Have a Pizza in the piece. So what I did was, this was actually a scene with Krishna and his mother, and I
She kind of edited things out, and
I replaced Krishna with the pizza.
yeah, so she basically removed the guy and put some food there. So like, girls, this is what it all boils down to. Like,
Yes. So yeah, and some edits are like most of Bapu's works are like fair women. I was like, no, I am putting dusky women in this. So she is dusky. She is my skin tone.
so basically, guys, in the original one, firstly, this pizza doesn't exist. There's a man over here.
A
Second,
baby.
oh baby,
Baby Krishna.
oh baby. Oh right. Sorry. Secondly, she doesn't have the skin tone. She's like my skin tone. So well.
Oh yeah, and then she's also like wearing like more traditional wear, and this is just yoga pants and a t-shirt.
Yes. So comfort over everything.
Yes.
I guess.
Okay.
And the last.
So there's one more in the front.
Oh sorry. Oh right.
Okay. So this is just self-portraits that I've created. This one I made it last semester. This is another variation of it I made over the summer. This is more of like a digital collage.
1 second. Richa, thank you so much because you've literally been watching the whole thing. Like, thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate your support.
So yeah, even the content in the digital collage is all mine. I took the background picture. That is my t-shirt in it. Actually, like that is my real shirt. So yeah, just variation.
And just to do a little marketing over there, guys, if you go on her website, you can see the animation version of this. Like, kind of like her earring is moving, or like, and this stuff is moving behind. So yeah, you should check it out.
It's sahitibonam.com.
Yes. Just sliding in the marketing over there. Okay. Yes, girl.
I'll finish this off.
Okay.
Last piece. I made an animation of eyes, which I did over the summer. This was my first project that I did in the summer. And guys, animation takes so long. This took me like 3 to 4 days just to create this much 2-second video of animation.
Yeah.
It took me like
it's a
4
struggle.
days. So yeah. And another piece that I'm displaying is my accent video that I got 3rd place for with the Center for Intercultural Dialogue.
Yes.
I will be displaying that in like specific time spaces over this entire exhibition.
Cute.
So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for those who will be watching this later. We are going to figure out how to save this and put this on.
I just hope that we can save this, because I'm going to be really salty if we can't save this one. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Wait, let's shit, why does this thing flip? But okay. Okay, thank you so much for watching. My girl, she's like achieving all her goals over here. Like, we need these kind of women, you know. So yes.
Bye.
Bye.